What is going on, everyone? Good morning. It's Friday the 13th. Not the best day to be trading, but here we are. All right, let's share my screen and we'll go through some ideas. I'll give it a minute for folks to join. But hope everyone's had a good start to Friday. We'll see what we get. Fridays are always tricky for SPY and ETFs and indices in general because a lot of fuckery happens and we never know what we're going to get. Usually we get the reverse in the morning and then a reversal in the afternoon post like 2:30 p.m. when institutions start buying back. And typically we also get VIX Crush Fridays, and VIX expiration is next Wednesday, so expect a lot of volatility next week. So VIX is peaking right now, or at least it's starting to go above that 20 level. And this is where I'm starting to look at long-term swings or buying calls for early next week. And I say that because this has been a pretty successful strategy for me personally. When VIX is peaking above 25, 30, effectively, I'm trying to buy calls for the next week or two out from now. And it's worked out really well. When people are panicking, it's your opportunity to buy. But I get that having enough cash in the balance sheet is hard to do for everyone. I did hook up dark pool activity to the institutional volume alerts, and this is available for all paid members. So we got some bullish dark pool prints, but to me they're not that big of a print. It's like $1 million each. So not a huge amount of money here or premiums, and we're seeing that SPY is rejecting that 682 level, right? So there's two ways this could go. We could either reject on indices around this level, come back down towards 677 and then rally up. Or what they might do is just undercut everyone around this level and then rally up towards that 689, 90 area. So no idea what we're going to get. Overall though, I'm a bit bearish on TSM. We'll see if Palantir holds. We'll see what Walmart does. I'm actually pretty bullish on Walmart just because consumer staples like Walmart and KO have been catching bids for the last week basically. But I want to see where this ends up because they've been defending these levels that have been previous resistance points for the last couple of days. Similar story on Pepsi. Again, another consumer staple. It's coming into that discount range, so we'll see if it bounces up from here. And Walmart does look pretty good overall towards that move to 135, 136. I don't know if we got that today or they might drag it out for another week. No clue. Similarly, Costco is catching bids. We saw like that $1,000 mark hit here. It's going to come back down, fill this imbalance, and maybe rally for the next week, but we'll see how that goes. Gold and silver, let's just review really quickly. I got 460 calls yesterday based on George's analysis. So I'll show you guys what he said yesterday. If it's still up, it might be, I have no idea. Because it changes depending on the circumstances and changes depending on if it's zero-dated options or one-dated options on Thursday. So I got the 460 calls because he was saying 460 yesterday. I sent the money. I'll see if I have a chance to exit that at open. And now he's saying puts here because CPI is lower than expected. Obviously, he doesn't know that CPI exists or what that even is. But based on the structure alone, he's saying it's going to be a down day for gold and silver. And we might rally towards the upper end here on SPY and SPX. Overall, he's getting a bearish stance here, just so everyone can see it. So these are the levels that I'm watching. If we break above 682, I'm going to target 685, 687 calls. If we break below 679, I'm literally just going to get 679 puts or the hedges that I have for 676. We'll see where they end up. But because VIX is peaking, we're also going to get increased option prices. So just keep that in mind. And whenever this happens and VIX is going up, you got higher lows, higher highs now. Typically means your contract prices will go up exponentially in price and value, depending on what you have. So just be a bit cautious around that. My personal take on this is they're going to sell everything. CPI is lower than expected, which is bad for rate cuts. We'll see what they end up doing, but I'm not as optimistic as I think George is right now on getting zero-dated calls, only because everything is starting to sell off at that rejection point, right? But again, we might undercut, around this level at 679 and then rip up, or we might just get this head and shoulder pattern that we're seeing right now, right? So on the 15-minute, I'm seeing a move towards 671, frankly. on SPY. And if I look at QQQ, it's kind of the same story. And you're below the put wall right now at 600. I have no idea if we break that. If I go back a couple of days and show you the level below this now, it's at 695. I don't know if we get there today, and 590. Sorry, 595, 590, and then even below that, you have another good pocket of buyers at 582. So a lot to be seen. Fridays are always messy. That's why I like those one-dated option swings on Thursday at 3 p.m. because then I can just sell those or figure out what I want to do with them, either roll them or just take the loss for whatever it is, 30, 50%, and then just sit out for the rest of the day. But I do think it's trending towards the downside just based on the structure that I'm seeing on the charts. 4 hours is very revealing as well, where I'm just seeing like a continuous sell-off towards like the 590 area in QQQ. SPY, a similar story. We're seeing a continued sell-off with this triple top pattern here towards that 671 area. So we'll see what we get, but I want to review those with everyone just to make sure that we're all aligned and kind of understanding where George is and where I'm seeing things. VIX is starting to pick up. You got a nice cup and handle here as well. And I think you reach 22, 23 later in the day, but we'll see. I think some of the Chinese stocks will sell off today, only because the U.S. government is adding companies like Baba onto the helping. Yeah, no, it's always bullshit. But they're adding them to the Pentagon watch list for supporting the Chinese Communist Party. So we'll see how this goes. But Baba's already sold off on that news. I don't know if they're defended here, but I do think there's more pain ahead for the Chinese market as a whole. I think they can start catching bids around that 148 area, but I have no idea. Same thing probably is happening on Baidu. They're probably going to start selling off. PDD, probably the same story, selling off. But yeah, these are all China names with high beta that I've been watching, and we'll see what metals do. This is selling off. Let's see if MP is selling off. This is another materials company. Oh no, it's actually cupping and maybe goes towards the upside. Gold likely will sell off today because of the lower CPI print. And if the CPI print is lower, there's not going to be a lot of people that hedge with gold and silver, right? So let's see what happens here at open. But I do think if it comes down to a discount area, like around 60, 67, 68, whatever that number is, I want to start looking at swings for this for the end of March. But that's more of a hedge because I don't know what the outlook looks like here long term. So we will see what happens behind the scenes. If silver is starting to stabilize, which I really like. I don't know if the tech sector is starting to look at stabilize. I don't think it is. If I look at IGV, nah, you're still getting like that head and shoulder pattern and then this continued sell off. So I don't know if we do something like this, or if they hold us almost like in head and shoulder and go towards that 84 area. So that's that. Let's go look at Bitcoin because it's been a leading indicator. I don't know what's happening here, to be honest. Like, it seems like a huge liquidity grab, and then now you're about to roll over. We'll see if it does or not, or if it maintains that 67 area and goes towards 68. And if it maintains above 68, I think it's pretty likely that you're going towards 74 afterwards. But I'm not as optimistic because I think they just use the excuse of CPI and no rate cuts as an excuse to just sell everything. So that's really what I'm watching. But we'll see what we get. And let's open up the TSM chart. Oh, it's already open. Great. On TSM, this is what I was watching yesterday. You got like an H pattern here. And then this is a level that has been rejected over and over again in the last day. I don't know if we hold that or not, but it is pretty likely that it comes down towards that 357 area if we don't close above 370 fully, right? And I don't think we've closed above it fully in the last day. We had a nice buy up on Wednesday. And then you hit that same exact level where the sell algorithm is around that 378 area. So no idea what's going to happen here, but I think all the China names will start selling off later today, if not literally like at open. Okay, let's hide that. Palantir looks pretty good. It's got like a nice double bottom on the 4 hour. And we'll see what happens there. JD, I think George was saying puts as well, 27p. They're in the money. If anyone swung those, take the win at open, and we'll see where we end up. Realistically, for a lot of the swings that we do on Thursday afternoon, you just need like 50% of them to be profitable, not all of them. And so we had a nice move last Friday where the TSM calls printed like what was it, like 10x or something like that? I can't remember exactly. But they went up like crazy, and we sold them at like 200, 300% profit, but they kept going up afterwards. These things do take some time, so just because you don't get the outcome that you want right at open, sometimes it does take half an hour to an hour to see that come to fruition. So just be patient. Fridays are always messy, but we've had a pretty good success rate with those Thursday swings. Yeah, just what I was saying on TSM, like we're not closing above 370, so I'd be hesitant to buy calls. That doesn't mean that they don't close above it later in the day. They might do something like this, undercut, and then rip up after, but we'll see what happens there. I just don't think we're closing above this, and I think you're going to come down to test the 357 buyers, and we'll see if that happens or not. And that's where you have a lot of liquidity, right? You have a previous resistance point that became support afterwards. So I know there's a number of buyers at this area. I don't know if we get there today or in the next half an hour, but something tells me we actually will test that area pretty soon. SPY, same story, rejecting that 682 area. It's been rejecting it literally since post-market yesterday, and that's where there's a lot of liquidity. Just to show you what I'm seeing on SPY, there's a number of buyers at 671, 676. We go test them today, that'd be pretty nice. I don't know if we do, but this is where I'm looking for the downside. I don't think we're going to go above 690 today, to be honest, at all, if we even make an up move, right? We might get them like this, but it might take 4 hours or something to get there. Or they might just do this where we undercut, get all the liquidity from 671, 76, and then go up. So that's what I'm watching for right now. And who is messaging me? I will check your messages later. And we'll see if we get it open. And we did get some buy-in from institutional investors on dark pools, but they're pretty low volume. I think these are like small banks or institutions, like, you know, $1 million here, $1 million here, 11,000 shares, 20,000 shares. Like until we see something of significant volume, like 50,000 plus shares, I think these are small prints for like a temporary relief, and then we'll see if they dump out afterwards or not. And market opens in 3 minutes. Any questions I can answer before we go? Or before we see the open, at least. Egg, I'm meeting you. We can probably take 679 puts at open, but I would want to hedge that, right, with a call to the upside at 690. But I don't typically play SPY or QQQ or any of the ETFs on Fridays until later in the day, because you'll get cheaper contracts, and then there's also rebalancing that happens every Friday or most Fridays. So we're stuck in this like $2 range again. Like I don't want to play that. Like this is what happened yesterday, where from 11 p.m. onwards we were just stuck, or 11 a.m. onwards we were just stuck. I don't know if that's worth playing, to be honest. So we might get like an impulse move at open, either to the upside and downside, and then in the first hour or two, like it's basically done. And then you just got to wait until the end of the day to see what happens there. Yeah, I'm going to sell the gold 460 calls at open just because they're so close to be in the money if they're not already. Let me open it here. So I'm just going to sell them. Like that's a nice 50-80% gain there from when we bought it literally like here yesterday afternoon. So I'm going to sell those gold calls at all costs, because I don't want to hold them for another downside move. And let me just open up what I swung so you can all see it. Okay, this is what I ended up doing yesterday, just for the folks that are not on the paid plans. I got 2 of these at 180, Oxy 46 calls. Oh, let's look at Oxy, what happened there. I don't know if that's pumping or not. It's actually bottomed out, so maybe it goes, maybe not, no idea. TSM puts, again, I'm pretty optimistic that they actually do hit. It might just take some time. KRE calls, let's go look at KRE. And I think it has bottomed here. We'll see if it wants to continue upwards or not. Walmart, as I said, might take some time, but I do think it's coming towards, like they're defending this area, so I think it's coming towards that 135 target there. Microsoft, I hate this company now. I don't know what's going on here, but this is what I drew yesterday. And I think if they don't buy this up, they'll probably sell it off later in the day. And the market is now open, so we'll see what we get. Did he open something already? No, he did not. SPY, I'm really looking to see the downside move. And hopefully we get some volume today. I have no idea. There has been no volume for the last like 5 days straight. Can everyone hear me or no? Okay, well, everyone else can hear me. I think it's just good to be patient in this market. Let them do what they want, sell it off. I'm going to go buy the names that I really want to hold long term when they do sell off. Okay, George is monitoring, so we'll see what happens there. No volume again. Damn it. There's nothing happening here. $4 million bucks. Nothing. It's chump change. TSM, what did I say? Like, we're going to sell off. Microsoft, we're selling off. What else did we swing? Start scaling those positions that are exiting them. Like you're up on a lot of these. Where the fuck did I put it? Oh man, I'll clean up these messages. All right, you're up on literally like everything we swung, except for maybe Walmart, but we'll see what happens there. KRE, let's watch. Okay, maybe it's just gonna nuke gold. Hold on, let me just do this on my phone while I'm here and sell that gold 460 call because I don't want to hold it. 1 second. And let's go see what Tesla's doing while we're at it. Is it gonna bounce or not? No idea. If everything's green or anything's green, just take the win, y'all. Like, this market is messy as hell, so I don't know if it's worth playing half the time. Hey, 60% on TSM puts. Take the win. And let's see if it breaks out here or not. I'm very optimistic that it does not, because we've sold that level off multiple times. And I don't know if we're getting any volume here. Nope, you're in positive gamma, but you're in the pin zone, so we'll see what happens there. No more dark pool prints. We'll see what happens there. Tesla, I think it's starting to go towards 431. I'd be interested in getting calls pretty soon on that. I just want to see a reclaim of 420, and then I'll buy them. Microsoft still selling off, just what I thought. Gold should start selling off. Let's go look at gold. All right, 460's in the money. Whoever took those, sell them. Like, you're up 80%, I think. PLD, I think I told everyone to either buy commons or get a call for March. You're up 20% on the calls. 20, is it? Yeah, 20% on the calls. I do think this is going to continue towards the upside into that 140, 150 area, but we'll see what happens there. And there's your nuke. There's your nuke. We just got to watch. And once again, there's no volume into this market. There's no follow through at all. Rut bullish reversal. Actually, I could see that. Let's go see the Rut chart. It's already pumped on that. Cool. Good job. IWM, triple confluence. Bullish reversal. You got GEX support. PDL has been swept. Previous week low has been swept. Previous month low has been swept. The put wall has been swept. Like, I think it's going to go. It's going to go towards 262. And we will see what happens there. But nicely done, George. He knows his stuff here. Oh yeah, by the way, I built this triple badge here. That just means you got multiple levels that have been swept, and we're likely going to reverse on that front. So, and then you also have the gamma support here. So I ended up building that a week or two ago. I can't remember exactly when, but it is working really well. So it's kind of nice to see that in action. I don't know if it's, I think I built it just for paid members, so just be mindful it's not for everyone. Microsoft, there's your nuke. I think it's going to come down to that Honestly, I'm bearish as hell. I think I'm going to come down to 394 today. Like, I'm happy to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen based on the chart and based on what I'm seeing. TSM, give them some time, but I do think it comes to that 357 area. But I scaled out of one of the 4 puts at 60%. There's your nuke. I just want to see if we close below 679 or not. And no volume, no alerts. I don't think he's traded anything. Now that's from yesterday. Great. If anyone took IWM calls, you're up a little bit. Let's go see coin. I do like the calls. I don't know if I want to chase it here. Like, your ideal time to buy was going to be yesterday. I don't know if George was saying calls as well or puts, but let's go see what he said. Wrong page. Opened position. Oh, damn, he just opened something. All right, we'll see what he did afterwards. Let's go find coin. Oh, he did say one dated 142C, which are in the money. So I think we missed it. I wouldn't chase anything here on coin, to be honest. Like, you are setting up a nice little higher high here and higher low, so maybe 160C is worth the risk, but your call. I do like Riven for a zero-dated option play as well. So I'll be looking to get like 18C basically right now. So let's go. I want to do that on my phone while I'm here. PLD, you're up 30% on those calls. Did anyone take those ATYR calls that I mentioned? I think I did this some time ago, but I'll paste what I only got one, but I'll show you exactly what I did there. Oh, I gotta share this one sec. This has been kind of unreal. I wasn't expecting this to actually transpire, but I think I mentioned this. Oh, what the fuck? Dude, just let me put this in there. All right, let's open the preview here. I think I mentioned this some time ago, but you're up like 5,000% on these. If anyone took them, I don't think anyone did. It's all good. Okay, Ribbon, I'm interested in buying calls. All right, we got some dark pool activity coming in. And it sounded like he opened a position, but I don't know what he opened. Did he open anything? Oh yeah, IWM calls. Sick. Are they up anything? Nice. I like it. George is a decent trader, turns out. He's down 16% on them. He might get stopped out, but we'll see. I think he's right, just maybe a bit early. Okay, don't like the screen. Okay. Yeah, you see, he's going to get stopped out if it doesn't pump here in the next like 5 minutes. I do see why he's buying it though, just so everyone knows. And you know, we went over this a little bit ago. Like, everything has been swept. Like, all the previous week, previous day, you have equal lows, you have a gamma support, and then on IWM, you've also swept previous month lows. So it's more likely that you're going to go up, right? And trading is a game of probabilities. Like, you're looking at what's the most probable move here that I can take, where the risk and reward is. So you don't have to win every single one of them. You just have to win 50% of the time or more. TSM puts, you're up again 20%, I think. Feel free to scale out or trim or exit that position. And I think I'm right that we're going to nuke towards 671 today on SPY. So we'll see what happens here. Oh man, IWM's going to stop him out probably if we don't hold this level, which is the previous day low, I believe. Okay, let's open up this chart and see what we're seeing. I think I went over this a couple of days ago, but this is your premium zone up here at 270. And we've just been playing this game between going from premium and discount, and one side has not broken out just yet, so I want to see what happens here. I will say IWM has more volume compared to SPY and QQQ right now, so we'll see what happens there. And there's your dip. Let's see if we get 671 today on the cards. That's what I was saying. I think like they're just going to sell everything. It doesn't really matter what you're in right now. Like Microsoft's getting sold off. I think it's coming down through 394. TSM selling off. What did I get here? 360p's on TSM? Yeah, like you're almost in the money though. It's like you're up 100%. Take the win. There's your nuke. I love to see it. And IWM really needs to go into this. Nurse, is that a zero dated option? Okay, so I'm just going to recap this and put sold. I'll do the P&L later when I get a chance. Sold 3 out of 4 for 60%. Holding. 400p I'm about to sell because Microsoft's a shithole. Sold. 3 out of 4. 320. That's some time ago. Oh wait, we got time. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Okay, I'm about to sell my last TSM 360p. Let me set this here, 360p. All at 305 per con. Okay, we made 100% on those TSM puts. Nicely done. If anyone took those. Microsoft, let me just calculate. 1 second. And you all thought TSM was going to pump it open. Didn't trust George, huh? Did not trust George. I get it. It's fine. I don't trust him either. The guy's a motherfucker. Sold 3 out of 4 at 230 per con. I'm holding 1 on the Microsoft puts because I do think it's going to sweep to 394. And what else did we swing here? Walmart I'm holding. Oh, gold calls. Yes. Let me just do a recap there. Look, I got lucked out and just sold it right at open. Thank fuck, because that premium dropped. The thing is, there's just no volume in this game. Like, I know we're below the SMA and all this other stuff, and like everyone's expecting it to go towards this, including myself. But like they're defending this area, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I literally don't. Like 679 is becoming a really good support right now. And yes, he got stopped at IWM. Let's see if he was just too early on that play position. Might have been. It likely is that he is too early on closing that too. Okay, while we wait for that, let's see if Walmart's catching any bids or KRE. It should start to. Okay, we'll give it some time. And KRE, let's see what that's going to do. I think it's going to move up, but just give it some time. It might take like an hour. Get sold at BE. Holding. What I want to do is I'll put this in the recap so everyone can see it. George 1DT Thursday. Sorry, I'm gonna call this Ticker Liquor Friday swings. Okay, we won 1, 2, And I don't know if this is a win or not, but I'm going to consider that a win because it's break even. I'm holding Oxy still. Let me just redo this. And what I'll do is put this here, holding. There we go. And as I said, we don't need every single one of them to win. We just need 50%, and we got exactly 50% of those two to be a win. George was mostly right, and he was right on those IWM calls. He just stopped out too early. This guy. I think the put premiums are increasing just from what I'm seeing on my phone, but let's go check. I tend to agree. I think we do burn the ground, but we'll give it some time. I'm literally watching the put premiums increase. That's suspect. That is suspect to me. And what did he say here? That's just a rotation. That's fine. No institutional volume events. Oh, someone's buying Tesla right here. That's cool. Should we do some lotto Tesla calls? Nah, not yet. I don't think it's in the zone that I want. And again, no volume. Just another day of no volume. Hopefully, people have closed their MU and SNDK puts. As I said, like yesterday, I was going to sell off. Like that's exactly what we got, right? What was I saying yesterday? We're going to test this 400 area. That's exactly what we got, right? Because that's where every single buyer who bought it at like the all-time highs is going to start skidding out of that position. There's a chance that this reverses up towards 420, 430 area, but I think it's a fake out for this area to come back down to 372. SNDK, I said the same thing. It's going to sell off exactly what we got. So it's nice to be able to chart, right? You can just see the moves before they happen. PLTR is going up. There it is. Good job, George. 129 C's in the money. Actually, I do think I took those as well. Let me just find them because I put them here. PLTR. Oh, no, it's the analysis page, isn't it? I think I put in pay chat. PLTR. What did George say on PLTR? He said 129 C's. They're in the money. They're good. Good job, George. Won a lot of them. Okay, I'm going to put this here because I also did take it. Also out. 2 out of 2 PLTR. 129C. PLTR. Where are you? And I think I got them at $1.20 or something. $187 out 2 out of 2 at 303. From George, holding 4x PLTR 136C lotto. Need 100% or 0. I'm just going to put that there. Whoever took IWM calls from George, you're still green. This 682.56 area is a real pain in the ass right now. Oh, I just realized these are up 50%. Up 50%. Feel free to exit or trim. Okay, so from George, we've had 4 wins and 3 potentially losses. We'll see. So we've won a majority of them at this point in time. That guy is good, honestly. George is good. He's a good trader. I should stop taking my own plays. Yeah, it's probably a good call to roll the KRE and Walmart calls next week. I don't know if there's more pain ahead. It seems pretty likely based on where the charts are at. And I don't see any volume still. Nothing's happening here. Nothing. Yeah, I can see that. It's a flight to safety. Is it going up? Yeah, it's at that 1,000 level. There's a high chance it rejects here, though. So just watch for that level. Watch for the 1,008.77. That's the area. Negative gamma on SPX. Negative gamma on KRE. SPY puts are printing 6.79. Oh, I'm at break even on those. I think I got them too early. Okay, we'll see what happens there. Or if we come back and roll this down towards 671.90. That's really what I'm watching for now. And Netflix, that's crossing into negative gamma. So let's see if that's starting to sell off. It will soon if it hasn't already. Dude, we got bagged so hard by... I'm going to ban Gaz. That guy's a fucking idiot sometimes. Is he on here? No, he's not on here. We should ban him. I don't know why I took that play. Fucking idiot. I will say, like, whenever people post flow, I'll show you this just because I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. Flow has been messed up for the last, I want to call it like 9-10 months. And so I think everyone knows that flow is what people were looking for confluence and conviction into their own plays. Where the fuck is it? From Gaz. Gaz posted this flow. I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. But I took them anyways. I got bagged so hard by them. But I think all the institutional investors and the market makers know that people are looking at flow and using that for trades. So they're putting a lot of fakes out there. I don't think it's worth paying attention to any of these flows, to be honest. Like, none of these have worked for me personally, except for maybe the ETF flows like on SPY and QQQ. But none of the other ones for anything, unless they're like short dated and very sus. This was not sus enough for me. I don't even know why I took it. But unless they're like very sus and very like short dated, I don't take them. And even if I do, they're like lottos. They're just considered zero here. Like, you're up 100% or it's literally going to zero. So I would stop paying attention to those moving forward. Okay, volume's picking up across the board, but they're not going towards QQQ and SPY and SPX, I'll tell you that. You're going to get pinned on coin, it looks like, because we're in that positive gamma. And let's just go see what gamma exposure looks like on the indices and ETFs. Oh, wrong one. It looks like we're going to pin. We have equal buyers and sellers up and bottom, and this is the pin zone at 675. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. QQQ pinned again. You're literally at the gamma level. SPX pin, like you're literally at the exact same gamma level across the board. You have equal buyers and sellers above and below. The only thing I'm interested in right now is KRE because I'm curious to see if this catches bids here at 70 and goes up. Yeah, Taco's a fucking nut job. Hasn't opened anything else. Okay, we'll see if this continues nuking. I'll end the stream in 5 minutes at 10 a.m. because I don't know where we're going to end up. Oh my god, was that just a move to get cheaper BABA calls? I don't want to chase that position. He opened these calls again, this fucking guy. Okay, I'm not going to take those. I don't want to chase anything here. He might be right, but I won't take it. By the way, the reason he's taking IWM recently instead of like SPY or KQQ is because of the volume. So there's a parameter that I added a couple months ago where It's preferable to play the tickers or the ETFs with higher volume and 1.3x up compared to like the other ones. And so he's saying, and he has been saying for the last like week or two, that there's more volume in IWM and RUT. So I think he's probably right on this one at least. So if you took this or the one before that, you're up nicely. Take the win. Just take the win, whatever it is, 10, 20%. You're up 16.9% or whatever that is. Take the win, y'all, and just go and enjoy the day. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't think we're going to close above 682, to be honest, on SPY. There's your TSM reversal. Luckily, I sold those at 100% almost. Yeah, 100% almost. Fire play, George. Nicely done. Did he close it already? Yeah, he did already. Yeah, nice. Got that 20% call all day. Good job. Good job, buddy. He's good. Let's go see what Microsoft is doing because I'm curious if it's getting to that 394 area or not. Ah, they're holding 400. I wonder why. He also did mention Oracle calls. Let's see if it's pumped. A little bit, actually. A little bit, but I don't know if I want to chase that. Riven, I like this for the 18 calls, but I want to wait until we sweep this imbalance at 16.3, and then I'll see if I want to get those calls or not. And Tesla should be picking a bid soon. It hasn't done it yet. It's all accumulation. So let's see what happens there. And coin. I'm surprised TT didn't get stopped out of those calls. You would have hit the stop loss right there. I think now you're going to nuke towards 142. That's why I didn't want to chase it. I'm like, I don't buy that chart personally. And IWM, at least he closed it for a 20% gain. I think he's break even today on the day. Nope, he's down $224. That's all good. He made 170. He's risked too much here and closed it too early probably, but we'll see. We'll see what else he does. This 682 area is a pain in the ass. I don't think we're getting above it today, to be honest. I will say if we hold this area at 671, maybe even 674, 76, whatever that number is, I'm going to buy calls for Monday or Tuesday, sorry, because Monday's a holiday, for 682 or maybe 690. Because I think it's more likely that we sweep those lows and go higher than continue towards the downside. And NVIDIA should be imploding, and same thing with the AMD. Yep, good job. Good job, George. You can see that. Nice work, Frosty. And let's go see if he's updated the tickers that he wants to watch for lottos today. IWM 261 calls, maybe. 190 calls, maybe. Not yet. I'm going to wait. 683 calls on SPY. I will wait. Because I want to see what ends up here on SPY. Like if this area holds, I'm interested in buying calls, but not yet. Gold puts, I think he was right on those as well. It's about to dump. It's going to dump really hard towards 451. I'm pretty positive that's going to happen. SPX, I don't think it's doing anything, but let's go see. What did he say? 6920 calls. He wants to target this imbalance. That's cool. I don't think we're going to get there, but we'll see. It's not a bad lotto for later in the day. Okay. Coin is double topped here. Let's see if it reclaims or not. But I'm very hesitant on chasing anything here. Unless it's puts. BE. Is BE catching bids? Let's go see. I do like calls here too. It's a nice discount zone at 134. Okay. I can see that working. I can see 140 or 142 calls working on BE if you want to dabble in it. TSM, take your win. 360 is coming back alive if anyone has not sold yet. I told you it's going to take some time. And I just want to see a nuke on Microsoft because I fucking hate that company now. It's a shithole. Anything to do with OpenAI, like Oracle, Microsoft, maybe even NVIDIA, they're in a lot of trouble because people don't think that OpenAI is going to be able to pay their bills. Okay, there's your dark pool activity of 126,000 shares. They're going to be net sellers today. 100% confidence. That's insane. It's so cool to see. I love this. I love that he can see it. That's a lot of shares. I like this. I love this this alert. All right, they're going to be net sellers. Just give us some time, but hopefully I'll pay it on most of these plays. I know Walmart and KRE probably sucked, but we did make money on the Microsoft puts, TSM puts, gold calls. I'm going to consider that a win because I sold at a break even. I'm still holding these for today, by the way. I might roll into next Friday, but I'm going to give it till the end of the day. And Palantir from George, I just sold a 2 out of 2 129Cs at $300. So nice, almost 100% play. And then 136 ended up trimming 2 out of 4 at 53%. So I'm happy with that one as well. Wait, is Oxy catching bids? Oh shit, look at that. George, you king. Wow, I was not expecting that to actually happen. KRE catching bids. I knew that was going to be an area that they defend. Great. It might just take some time now. Walmart, I want to see if it taps 131 and flies up, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to put this as a win, but let me see if I can get this up and running. But coming back alive will sell around 33.40 if we get it. Holding, holding, holding. But coming back alive. As much as I hate George, I think he's actually a really good trader because he can see more data than I can, frankly. All right. You had 3 chances to exit that TSN 360 put. If you hadn't already, like, do it on the next down candle. Don't wait until it tests 357, although that would be pretty fire. All right, coin broke above its double top. You should probably lotto 160Cs if you want. But I don't know what the volume looks like on coin, so I'm not taking anything right now. And I just want to see Tesla one last time before I wrap up the stream. If this area holds, which I think it will, I want to buy 420 calls, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I want to give it another 15, 20 minutes, and then I want to see if I want to get those calls. And by the way, I'm seeing put premiums increase on SPY, and you're getting in this up candle. I think you're going to go down pretty hard and fast towards 671. All right, hopefully you're profitable today compared to where we were yesterday. And let's just see what he's put on swing alerts because he just ran into analysis. IWM calls for next week, RUT calls, AMD calls next week, Oracle calls, Google. Actually, Google might actually work out really nicely. AVGO, Snow, Affirm, Palantir. Oh, that's interesting. Gold calls had the same thought. I'm like, let them sweep the lows, and then I want to get longer dated gold calls and silver calls. I really like the UNH chart and GPM, but I know those are going to be really expensive at like $600 each, so I don't know if it's worth playing for everyone. JD calls, we swept the lows. He did say JD 27p. Is that in the money? It was in the money this morning. I don't think it's there right now. But that's because of the China reversal, so we'll see what happens there. Anyways, enjoy the day. Hopefully we made some money here. I know I did because I put in the recap for what I sold and what I didn't. And we'll see where we end up. See you all on Tuesday. Monday's a holiday. I'll see you all on Tuesday. Peace.